Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. New Jersey has some nasty stereotypes, and we've earned about 60% of them. While there are definitely some that out-of-staters joke about because of reality TV, I'll admit, a lot of them are straight-up factual observations. So today, we're going through the New Jersey stereotypes that are actually legitimately true, the ones we can't defend and fully own. All right, first let's talk about New Jersey Italians, because if you stand still in this state for more than 5 minutes, someone named Anthony will walk up to you and tell you he's basically straight off the boat. Meanwhile, the closest he's been to Italy is his uncle's pizzeria in Clifton. New Jersey is packed to the brim with Italians. That is definitely a stereotype that holds true. Well, it's at a minimum packed with people who identify as Italian. Every guy swears he's 100% Sicilian, Calabrese, Napolitano. Then you check the DNA test, and it's like 32% Irish, 14% German, and one traumatic school year in Staten Island. But the pride they have in their heritage is insane. Italian flags everywhere. Red, white, and green flies high all across the state. You'll see gold chains thick enough to anchor a yacht. Every grandma is named Nonna. Every uncle is named Tony. Every estranged cousin is named Bruno. But one of the funny parts is none of them can speak Italian at all. Zero. Not even Duolingo Italian. They know like 5 words. That's it. Gabagool, which isn't even a word. Mozzarella. Prosciutto, but pronounced like it's being yelled across a loud kitchen. And a. That's the whole language. You ask them to form a sentence in Italian and they freeze like you just asked them to defuse a bomb. Suddenly it's, nah, bro, I'm more like old school Italian. They'll tell you their family recipes are sacred, passed down for generations. Then you find out it's roused from Stop and Shop with a little extra garlic for flavor. And God forbid you correct them. You say, hey, that's not how you pronounce that. And they're like, oh yeah, my grandfather came here in 1912. Cool. So did the pronunciation. And it never evolved. New Jersey Italians don't speak Italian. But to be fair, they rep their heritage harder than basically anyone else. Hand gestures, loud confidence, and a deep, unshakable belief that yelling makes them authentic. This stereotype is 100% true. Now, let's clear something up real quick. New Jersey accents are absolutely unhinged. Totally true, but not that cartoon Joiseey bullshit they do in comedy specials. Nobody actually talks like that. That's not a New Jersey accent. That's a guy you'll find in Times Square doing an impression after 3 Bud Lights. Real Jersey accents are way sneakier. They slide off the tongue. Words melt together like mozzarella on a hot slice. For example, coffee? Nope. That's coffee. Like you're yawning through the sentence. Yo, I'm grabbing a coffee. You want? Want what? The drink or a fight? Did you eat becomes dejeet? Not did, not you, just dejeet. One breath, one syllable. Sounds like a Pokemon. Dejeet? No. All right, I'll make something. Then water. That's water. Not water. Water. Like you're annoyed the liquid exists. And then there's phrases like, you good? Which could either mean someone's asking if you're okay, or they're directly initiating a physical confrontation. That's for you to figure out based on the situation. Every sentence ends flat too. No upswing. Oh, you're leaving? Cool. Die then. The accent also changes by zip code. North Jersey sounds like they're rushing to an argument. South Jersey sounds like they're half asleep at a Wawa. Central Jersey exists purely to argue that Central Jersey exists. And a lot of Jersey people swear they don't have accents. They'll say, I talk normal, while ordering a bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup in one word. 5 years here and suddenly you're saying, let me ask you some, and calling strangers bro for no reason. This one checks out as true. Now let's talk about New Jersey drivers, because everyone outside the state swears we're aggressive. And okay, maybe we are. No argument there. But here's the part nobody likes to hear. It works all right in the end. New Jersey drivers might drive fueled with anger, but we're also very efficient. We're not reckless per se, we're just allergic to hesitation. Jersey's whole driving philosophy is simple: do something or get out of the way. People are like, Jersey drivers are insane. Meanwhile, statistically, we're top 5 in the country for lowest traffic fatalities. That's right. While the rest of America's out here politely waving each other into accidents, Jersey drivers are running a tight operation. No eye contact, courtesy pauses, or confusion. We move like a school of pissed-off fish. You ever notice Jersey has almost no 4-way stop standoffs because nobody's waving you through? It's just go. You hesitate for half a second and someone's already around you, judging your bloodline. Merging in New Jersey is a chaotic test of confidence behind the wheel. You either match speed and earn respect, or you get bullied by a Toyota Camry with a cracked bumper and nothing to lose. And the horns? That's not always rage. That's communication. 1 beep means move. 2 beeps means you should have moved already. Long beep means I hope you ram a tree head on. Other states drive like it's a social activity. New Jersey drives like it's a mission. We know where we're going, we know how long it should take, and we're already late. So yeah, aggressive, sure. But dangerous? Apparently not. New Jersey people get called rude all the time. And yeah, by most standards, guilty. We're not warm, we're not bubbly. We don't smile at strangers like we're trying to sell them essential oils. But under the surface, New Jersey people are actually really nice. We just aren't performative about it. See, in Jersey, we skip the fake politeness and go straight to results. We don't say, oh my gosh, so sorry to bother you, but if it's not too much trouble, nah. We go, excuse me. And then we get straight to the point. A Jersey person won't ask how your day's going. They don't care. But if your car breaks down, suddenly 3 random dudes in hoodies are pushing it. One guy's directing traffic and another's calling his cousin who knows a guy with a tow truck. No names exchanged, no smiles, just action. We don't do small talk. We do problem solving. You could be crying on the sidewalk and a Jersey person won't say, aw. They'll say, what happened? Aggressively. But by the end of the conversation, you've got directions, a plan, and probably food. And yeah, we sound mean. That's just the tone. You want help or no? Sounds rude. But if you look closely, the help's already happening. Other places are nice to your face and useless behind your back. Jersey's rude to your face and has your back immediately. We'll insult your shoes while lending you money. We'll roast your life choices while helping you move. And so maybe we are quote-unquote rude, but at least you know where you stand with people. Next up, yes, it's definitely true that New Jerseyans are absolute snobs about pizza and bagels, unapologetic, borderline hostile, and before anyone cries about it, yeah, we know how it sounds. But also, we're usually right. You give a Jersey person pizza from outside the tri-state area, Chicago, D.C., God forbid Florida, and watch their face collapse like you just handed them a hot circle of disappointment. 1 bite in, and it's over. This is fine. That's code for this should be illegal, and you should be out of business immediately. Down south, they're like, our pizza's great. No, it's not. It's bread with ketchup and sadness. The cheese slides off in one piece like a failed science experiment. The crust tastes like a yoga mat, and the sauce is either too sweet or weirdly metallic. Whoever taught you how to make this should be sent to prison. And it's the same with the bagels. Got a New Jersey deli and you'll experience culinary perfection. Perfectly dense with a proper chew. You tear one open and it fights back a little. That's how you know it's legit. Anywhere else you get a bagel that's just a bread donut with a hole for decoration. Soft, airy, disrespectful. You bite into it and it just collapses like it gave up on life. It's basically a roll with an identity crisis. And the people are very territorial over their favorite spots. They'll drive 25 minutes past 11 other pizzerias or delis and wait in a line that hasn't moved since 2006 just because that one place does it right. And the place probably has no website, a chalk-written menu, and a guy yelling orders like it's a stock exchange. So yeah, that allegation is definitely true. So don't ask a New Jerseyan if he wants to order Papa John's or even worse, a Chicago deep dish pizza. The next stereotype that Joiseey is not beating is that it's expensive. Not, wow, this cocktail is pricey expensive. I'm talking, why do I live here expensive? Like you check your bank account and it feels personal. Everything costs more in Joiseey because everything is stacked on top of everything else. You're paying for location, density, convenience, and the privilege of not living in the middle of nowhere. You're 30 minutes from New York, an hour from Philly, 45 from the beach, but somehow seems like you're paying Manhattan prices to live next to a Dunkin' and a nail salon. Rent is insane for those of you who don't know. You're paying $2,000 a month minimum for a one-bedroom that's actually a converted dining room with a sliding door that doesn't close all the way. No washer, no dryer, but hey, it's close to transit, which just means you can hear the train scream past your window every 12 minutes. And property taxes are like a mafia extortion scheme. You don't own your house in Joiseey. You're just renting land from the government until you die. Every year, the bill shows up like, congrats on surviving another year. That'll be $10,000. Groceries cost more. Gas costs more. Car insurance costs more because apparently every driver is statistically guilty until proven innocent. Even free things cost money here. You can't park, breathe, or look at a beach without a fee popping up like a jump scare. And the worst part? You're still paying all this while surrounded by traffic, potholes, and construction that's been almost done since 2011. You're not always paying for luxury, but you're paying for access. Access to jobs, food that doesn't suck, and a state where something's always happening. It's expensive because apparently everybody wants to be here. Next up, people from New Jersey have foul mouths. It's true, just plain filthy. Profanity isn't a spice here. It's the main ingredient, and most New Jerseyans don't even realize they're doing it until they leave the state and accidentally traumatize a Whole Foods. In Joiseey, swearing isn't anger, it's punctuation. 5 more fucking minutes and I'll be there. That doesn't mean they're mad. It means they're being precise. Kids grow up hearing curse words like they're nursery rhymes. By age 8, a Joiseey kid knows how to use the F word as a noun, verb, adjective, and emotional support system. You hear a dad yell, "Where's the fucking remote?" and nobody flinches. That's just the dinner ambience. The problem starts when Joiseey people travel. They go somewhere polite, somewhere soft, Midwest, Pacific Northwest, places where people say, "Oh my goodness," and mean it. And suddenly the Joiseey person's just casually like, "Yeah, this line's long as shit," and the entire target freezes. They'll swear in situations that absolutely don't call for it. Ordering food, talking to coworkers, meeting someone's grandma. "So what do you do for work?" "Oh, I'm in fucking accounting." And they don't notice at all. Someone goes, "Wow, you curse a lot." And the Joiseey person's genuinely confused. "I do? What the fuck are you talking about?" It's because in Joiseey, swearing isn't rude. Tone is. You can curse nonstop and still be respectful. But say something politely with the wrong tone? Now we've got beef. New Joiseey mouths are reckless and unfiltered, but I like to think of it as honesty with seasoning. So look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you New Jersey doesn't deserve some of its reputation. We're aggressive drivers with Italian last names and an attitude problem we refuse to fix. But here's the thing. Every single one of these stereotypes comes from the same place. We care too much about food, about driving, about where we're from. We're not rude. We're just operating at a speed most people aren't built for. So yeah, these stereotypes are true. But if you actually live here, you get it. And if you don't get it, that's fine. More Taylor ham for the rest of us.